You'll keep losing if you continue to make these 4 mistakes that inconsistent traders make. If you're new here, my name is Mo. I'm a full-time options trader and an educator who's helped over 5,000 students become profitable. And in this video, I'm revealing 4 mistakes that will keep you a losing trader. It's what I found to be costly mistakes in other traders' journey. And I want to save you from the pain and suffering of inconsistency. Because if you don't find consistency, then you're either going to burn your money for years or eventually give up and never get to experience the incredible liberation of mastering options trading. I don't want that for you, so let's get into it. Costly mistake number 1. Technical analysis bias. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of traders make, that they rely too heavily on just one aspect of trading, which is technical analysis, charts, and technical indicators. Now, the problem is charts tell you what's happened in the past, and they do work a lot of times. However, the bigger thing to look at is the total dynamic of what the market's telling you. And a lot of times that will give you a good idea if the market is ripe for taking trades or sitting out. An example is the market we're in right now. News will trump charts, and there's so much going on around with tariffs. A lot of people are simply entering calls because they think that the setup looks bullish. Costly mistake number 2, not identifying and accepting your predefined loss. Let me break this down. Every single time you take a trade, there is a predefined loss that you need to identify before you enter the trade. And let me tell you, there's always a predefined loss. So that is the cost of doing business. If you're in a trade and all you're doing is looking at how much money you're going to make if you're right, 2 things will happen. Once the trade goes against you, since you didn't accept a loss, you're either not going to sell at the right level or you're going to sell too late. What that's going to do is, apart from you losing money, you're also going to feel like you did something wrong, and you might start either revenge trading or change strategy and start strategy bouncing. What you need to do is, when you look at a trade, know exactly how much you're going to lose if you're wrong, and know exactly how much you're going to make when you're right. This way, when you do get stopped out, you move on to the next trade without any emotions. Costly mistake number 3, overtrading. This is something that we've all been subjected to, including myself. There are 2 reasons why people overtrade. Number 1 is because they don't have a plan. So if someone did a call out, there's a FOMO happening, there's some news, you enter a trade because you don't have a plan. The second reason why we overtrade is because there's a misconception that in order for you to make more money, you need to take more trades. And this comes from a concept that's been taught us in our jobs, where you exchange your hours for money. But in trading, the biggest thing is to only take trades when you see the setup. If you don't see any setup, you don't take the trade. Usually when new traders start seeing success, their concept is to multiply that by taking more trades. And what they do is they end up losing money. Costly mistake number 4, mindset. Most people come into the options trading world because naturally they want to make money. However, if their sole focus is on the profits, they're never going to become consistent. Let me explain why. See, money in trading can reward you for wrong behavior. An example would be you played earnings or a risky 0 DTE trade and you made money. Now that behavior has been rewarded, and you're going to keep repeating it until you blow your account. In order for you to consistently make money, you need to focus on the process. This means there's going to be times when you get stopped out. But what people do is, the moment they start making money, they'll try chasing the setup, no matter how risky that is. So they're not looking at how many times it's worked. If it works one time, they'll keep chasing it. And a lot of times they're jumping from one trade to another before they blow their account. Remember, in order for you to be consistent, you need to test the same setup over 100 times. Now that you know the 4 mistakes that keep an options trader inconsistent, I hope you leverage this effectively. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe for more content that's going to help you as an options trader so you can get the life you deserve.